Hi, my name is Roan and welcome to Roan Reads Tarot. So, my twins, Gemini babies, how are we today? So if you've watched my first two videos on this channel, you know that we have been dealing with some stagnant, stuck energy. We are in the month of June, we are in the month of Gemini, so let us see if there are anything specific that Gemini needs to focus on, that Spirit wants you to pay attention to, and we're going to see what the advice is on that issue that we are facing. So I will be starting off with the Queer Tarot deck, and I will do clarifiers using the Lightseers Tarot deck. So this is a general reading. It might resonate with you, it might not resonate with you, and this can be for your sun, moon, or rising. If you're not sure what your sun, moon, and rising are, I will leave a link in the description for you to go check your birth chart, and then you will know. But without further ado, let us get into your reading. How have you been, Gemini babies? Or are you still deciding what it is that you feel today? No, kidding, that's a joke. That's a joke. Can be any which way you want to be. Okay, so Geminis, what is the issue at hand that you need to pay attention to that's got you in stuck energy? One card flipped already. And what is the advice for this issue that needs to be addressed? Let's give it one last shuffle. Okay, let's split. Okay, so before I pull the advice, what we do have currently is the Five of Swords, but it is in reverse. So the Five of Swords, it talks about a little bit of dishonesty, a little bit of betrayal. We can see this person is standing here with three of the swords, and there are two swords laying here, and these other two walking the other way. So it seems like a battle has been won, but it's been done in a very dishonest type of way. So it's for you now to decide where in this you are. But like I've mentioned, this card is in reverse, which is a little bit interesting to me because in the upright is quite a negative card. You know, being betrayed, or like dealing with betrayal, or like feeling like it's not a fair fight, you know. So let's see where that takes us. So that is in reverse. And then the advice. So the advice is, okay, this is the Nine of Cups. You know, it seems like prosperity, and it looks like you are moving into the right direction with your emotional side. So the mental game is a little bit of a challenge, but let us have a look and see what this means for our Gemini babies. So Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Self-destruction, defeat, loss, conflict, reconciliation, convictions. So reversed, it talks about unresolved conflict may be getting under your skin, and you may be harboring some resentment. This is making it hard for you to move on, and now is the time to finally address what's bothering you so you can begin to unburden yourself. So you're stuck in some loss. I feel like this bottom section is where you're at. You've been dealing with something that happened here, but you're not too happy with how this has unfolded, and you are harboring some ill will towards someone. Things to consider: choose your battles. When dealing with a loss, notice that you need to make space for yourself to heal. Very short and sweet. So this is the issue that we're dealing with. You're dealing with some mental stresses or blocks, some dishonesty that happened, feel like you've lost out. But the advice is the 9 of Cups. So you can at least, so your mental is in a little bit of a disarray, but it seems like your emotions can change things a little bit. So let's have a look at the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups talks about happiness, celebration, and gratitude, you know. The 9 of Cups is a card of joy, joy, joy. Yes, it's written in three times, written thrice. So why am I not getting my words correct? This is a card of manifestations and wishes. The stars have aligned just for you, and you are expecting harmony at last. This card is known as the wish card. Maybe this means your wish has come true, or that it may be soon. Use this energy to dream big and celebrate. Be grateful for everything in your life right now and bask in the happiness. So there is something for you to celebrate. It's coming up if it hasn't happened, and I mean, like, it's your birthday month as well, so maybe it's your birthday that you're also celebrating, but there is this stuck energy that you need to move away from. You need to get away from this. You need to leave that energy behind and move into your celebratory era. Like I said, it is your month, so yeah. So let's have a look at the underlying. Oh, we have the 8 of Wands. This means yes. Whatever it is that you need to do, that you feel compelled to do, this is an indication that yes, you need to go and do that. It's fiery, it's moving very fast, and the decision to take that up is now. You have the 3 of Cups as well, which talks about collaboration, coming together, harmony in your emotional state. We have the Queen of Swords, which talks about discernment, realignment, and then again this card's all flipped upright. I'm going to stop after this one. And over here we have the 9 of Swords. Let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, it's a 9 of Swords. I have to count this every time because there's no indication for me. 9 of Swords, again, mental. And what is so interesting about this picture is, like, you can see this little smileys on her. There's yellow and there's pink, but they're all kind of like sad, you know. There's all the zodiacs on this blanket, and there's the swords, but like they kind of in a resting state. It kind of reminds me of the 4 of Swords, you know, that talks about rest and recuperation and needing to go within and meditate. So yeah, she's sitting with her eyes closed and needing to like deal with all of mental blocks. So underlying is telling you whatever it is that you want to do and needs to get done can be done. You could move in harmony with this person, and you're just keeping yourself up at night and being anxious. So we're going to move into some clarifiers from the Light Seers Tarot deck. What is it that needs to be clarified about the situation of this betrayal, this loss that you're dealing with, you know, this unfair battle that you've lost. So let's check some clarifiers for my Gemini babies. Clarifying for 5 of Swords for Gemini. Let's give it one last shuffle. Okay. Okay. So, Geminis, let's clarify. 5 of Swords, we have the 6 of Wands. You know, we're getting back to some type of stability, we're celebrating. So there is a possibility that you can work through this. And 6 of Wands feels like something to do with work. Something that you're working on, So maybe there's some dishonesty at your workplace, but I feel like, as we can see there in the background, all these hands that's raising up, there is support for you, and you are celebrating, and the spotlight is on you. Clarify for the Nine of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups, but she is in reverse. Queen of Cups, it speaks there of like intuition. As you can see, there's this little crown above her head, and her hands are up, and she's like surrendering to spirit and the universe. There's a singing bowl in front of her, and it's like she's above water and in water. But it's in the reverse, so we will have a look and see what shadow means with that. Underlying, we have the Magician, we have the King of Wands, we have Two of Wands, and that is it. So let's just have a quick look at the clarifiers. We have Six of Wands, badass success, leadership, accomplishments, being seen, becoming an influencer, victory, optimism, inspiring others. Relish the sweetness of this victory. Something that you've been working toward is finally coming to a successful fruition, and it's time to celebrate your wins. Beautiful seer. Gift yourself permission to bask in the warm glow of accomplishment, and allow the supportive community around you to witness and appreciate the progress you've made. Taking time to see your own radiance is as important as making the next move on your journey. Accepting success will seed more of it. Others will turn to you for wisdom now, so step up and share your brilliance. In shadow, this card points to shying away from public attention and hiding your light from the world. It may also indicate someone who craves external validation instead of turning to their own inner compass to define success. Remember that no one else in the world has your magic, and that the most important person to impress wholeheartedly is yourself. I just spoke about magic, and the Magician is coming out in your underlying. You have the ability to create whatever it is that you want to do. That ability is within you. And they have the King of Swords, leadership, discernment, King of Wands. Apologies, King of Wands. I was like thinking now, what am I talking? King of Wands. And then we have the Two of Wands. She's looking at the world, looking at going places, taking the next step, going outside of a comfort zone. So it's a good reading for you. It's telling you to let go of the resentment that you are holding on to about this loss that you've gone through. And then for your celebration, for the advice, we have the Queen of Cups, but as we confirmed, she is a little bit in reverse. So controlling or suppressing emotions, feeling insecure, a need to listen more, irrationally, emotional blackmail, being melodramatic, an opportunity to be responsible for your own emotions. The Queen of Cups is one of the most intuitive characters of the tarot, floating in a dreamlike state of spiritual connection. She asks you how well your emotions have been serving you lately, and reminds you that you have the ability to connect on a much deeper level. Feel and accept your emotional intuition. Listen closely as a way to understand what is truly going on, and ensure that other people feel heard when you communicate with them. Devote time to the emotional cues and see the divine beauty in all of life's experiences. It takes both sun and shadow to make the ocean floor sparkle. In shadow, this card can indicate that you are out of touch with your emotions, or that you are suppressing your feelings while refusing to see the obvious. If you feel any insecurities around openly communicating with others, grow into a better partner by vulnerably sharing your own tender heart. So for you, Gemini, the stuck energy I feel that you are holding on to a grudge. You are holding on to something that you've lost. that's holding you back from moving forward, and you need to move into your celebration. You need to move into your celebratory era. So I feel like these two, they are telling you that there's a little bit of imbalance with your mental and your emotional state, as they are currently in the reverse. So we need to get them back in the upright. So yes, I feel for you, Gemini. Let go of the grudge. Talk to the person, or like speak truth into what it is that's holding you back. Yeah, I guess that is all that I have for you today, Gemini. That was actually quite clear and concise and very fast. But yeah, happy birthday. If your birthday is still coming up, if it's your birthday today, if it has been your birthday already, happy belated birthday. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, sending you love, positivity, and prosperity. Bye.